Imagine digging through ancient ruins and unearthing an object that simply shouldn't be there. Something that seems to come from a different time, a different technology, a different world altogether. Welcome to our exploration of the out-of-place artifacts, OOPArts, that challenge history. Today, we're venturing into a controversial and fascinating realm of archaeology and history, looking at objects that seem to defy conventional timelines and accepted narratives. Are they proof of forgotten technologies, lost civilizations, or ancient astronauts? Or are they simply misinterpretations, hoaxes, or explainable anomalies? So, what exactly is an OOPArt? The term refers to objects of historical, archaeological, or paleontological interest that are found in an unusual or seemingly impossible context. This means they might appear too technologically advanced for the culture that supposedly created them, or they might suggest interactions between civilizations that history tells us never met. These artifacts can be like a rogue note in a perfectly composed symphony, forcing us to question whether we truly know the full score of human history. They challenge our neat chronological boxes and ignite debates that pit skepticism against the allure of the unknown. Let's delve into some of the most famous examples. One of the most frequently cited is the Baghdad Battery. Discovered in the 1930s in Qujut Rabu, near Baghdad, Iraq, these terracotta pots, dating back to the Parthian or Sasanian periods, roughly 250 BC to 640 AD, contain a copper cylinder and an iron rod. When filled with an acidic liquid like vinegar or lemon juice, they could potentially produce a small electrical current. This has led to speculation that ancient Mesopotamians might have understood and used a form of electrochemistry, perhaps for electroplating gold onto silver objects, a practice known to have existed in the region, or even for ritualistic or medical purposes, creating a tingling sensation. Skeptics, however, argue that there's no definitive proof of their use as batteries. They suggest the pots could have been used for storing sacred scrolls, with the copper and iron components being merely structural or symbolic. While the exact purpose remains debated, the Baghdad Battery undeniably makes us consider the technological capabilities of ancient peoples in a new light. Another intriguing OOPArt is the Maine Penny. This was reportedly found in 1957 at the Goddard site, an ancient Native American archaeological site in Nazkeg Point, Brooklyn, Maine. What makes it so unusual? It's a Norse silver coin dating from the reign of Olaf Kyrre of Norway, 1067–1093 AD. Its discovery in a pre-Columbian North American context immediately raises questions about Viking presence further south than their known settlement at Lance aux Meadows in Newfoundland, and the extent of their interactions with indigenous populations. Could this single coin be evidence of direct trade or contact? Critics point out that the coin was found by an amateur archaeologist, and its exact provenance within the site has been questioned. It's possible it was dropped much later and became mixed with older artifacts, or even that it was planted. However, other Norse artifacts have been found in the Canadian Arctic, suggesting a wider Viking presence than once thought. The Maine Penny, whether an authentic OOPArt or a later intrusion, fuels the ongoing discussion about pre-Columbian transoceanic contact. Then there are the more visually sensational and often more controversial OOPArts, such as certain ancient figurines that some claim resemble modern aircraft. Examples include small gold trinkets from the Quimbaya civilization in Colombia, dating around 1000 AD, which have been interpreted by some as miniature airplanes due to their wing-like and tail-like structures. While mainstream archaeologists generally interpret these as stylized insects, birds, or fish, proponents of ancient astronaut theories see them as evidence of advanced ancient aviation technology, perhaps even witnessed by ancient cultures. Similarly, carvings in Egyptian temples like those at Abydos have been pointed to as depicting helicopters or submarines, though these are widely accepted by Egyptologists as reinterpretations of overlapping hieroglyphs. These examples highlight how interpretation plays a massive role in the OOPArt debate. It's crucial to approach OOPArts with a healthy dose of critical thinking. Many, if not most, have mundane explanations when subjected to rigorous scientific scrutiny. Some are clear misinterpretations of an object's function or iconography. For example, What looks like a modern screw embedded in ancient rock might turn out to be the fossilized remains of a crinoid, a marine animal. Others are sadly outright hoaxes, created to deceive or to gain notoriety. The infamous Piltdown Man, a supposed early human fossil that turned out to be a carefully crafted fraud, serves as a stark reminder of this. Sometimes an object appears out of place simply because our understanding of the historical context is incomplete. A seemingly advanced artifact might actually fit within the known technological capabilities of a culture, capabilities that we have underestimated. Or an object found far from its origin might be evidence of long-distance trade routes that were more extensive than previously believed. Natural processes can also displace objects, making them appear in geological strata that don't match their true age. However, after all the debunking, misinterpretations and hoaxes are accounted for, a small number of OOPArts continue to genuinely puzzle researchers. These are the objects that resist easy explanation, the ones that keep the debate alive and encourage further investigation. They might not rewrite history entirely, but they can certainly add unexpected and fascinating chapters. These artifacts push the boundaries of our knowledge and force us to reconsider the limits of what was possible in the ancient world. This is where OOPArts truly ignite the imagination and fuel passionate debate. They challenge us to consider, what if ancient civilizations were more technologically advanced than we currently believe? Could there have been sophisticated knowledge that was lost to time, perhaps through societal collapse or natural disasters? The Antikythera mechanism, an astonishingly complex ancient Greek astronomical calculator, is a prime example of an artifact that, when first discovered, seemed far too advanced for its time. It forced a re-evaluation of ancient Greek engineering capabilities. OOPArts also frequently bring up the question of forgotten historical contexts. Could ancient cultures have interacted across vast oceans long before the accepted age of discovery? Finds like the Maine Penny, or contested evidence of Roman artifacts in the Americas, or even claims of ancient Egyptian presence in Australia, all feed into this narrative. While conclusive proof for many such theories remains elusive, OOPArts serve as tantalizing breadcrumbs that lead researchers down intriguing, if sometimes speculative, paths. The world of out-of-place artifacts is a captivating intersection of archaeology, history, skepticism, and wonder. While many can be explained away, the persistent mystery surrounding some of these objects continues to challenge our understanding of the human story. They remind us that history is not a closed book, but an ongoing investigation, with new discoveries potentially waiting to reshape our perspectives. Whether they are echoes of lost technologies, whispers of forgotten voyages, or simply products of our own desire to find mystery in the past, OOPArts serve a valuable purpose. They encourage us to question, to investigate, and to remain open to the possibility that our ancestors were capable of more than we often give them credit for. They push the boundaries of scientific inquiry and fuel our innate curiosity about the deep past. What do you think? Are OOPArts genuine enigmas that could rewrite history, or are they mostly misinterpretations and wishful thinking? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on this puzzling journey.